The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 6 of The Formal Gamer. The University of Eolas has produced some peculiar pupils, but none more peculiar than Gorrus, Farven, and Sot Rue. They face an assignment unlike any other: to uncover the secrets of class and discover the origins of the dragon cults. Will they pass or fail? Will they live or die?
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Game Podcast.
Gorrus Merryweather
Is wet and with pig.
I'm just very
And
excited.
with pig.
With pig.
He's with pig!
Where's Gorrus with pig? Oh. Cool.
How many?
Is a menage a trois?
No, not fucking Pamela. What's her name again?
Petunia.
Petunia. Sergeant Petunia. Right, I turn on Animal Talk and look at Ramto. How are you feeling, Ramto?
Oh, that was close, boss, wasn't it? I'm very wet.
Yes, you are, Ramto.
I'll tell you what, it's a big effort swimming in these type of things. It's not something I am...
Your cape's waterlogged.
My big pardon?
Your cape
Yes?
is waterlogged.
Yes, well,
Did that help in the water?
nope. Not designed for that sort of thing. I am not an aqua pig.
The good point.
Although I do feel that I perhaps, having lived through this experience now, perhaps might be due some sort of danger payment or for, some sort of training, or perhaps other
You're
heraldry.
more than welcome to... heraldry. When we get out of here, the heraldry that you will receive. Petunia, how are you?
Oh, hi, my
Animal talk off. Right. Sorry, Petunia, it just runs out like that sometimes. Do apologise. I was all set up just to be a freak.
Do you know what? I didn't see it coming. And nor did she!
Yeah. Right, I bounce off towards Sot Rue.
Okay,
In the dark.
You're in this waterlogged room. You're basically in a trough of water, which is actually very nice.
So I splash down towards the
cold.
Golems, knowing where I last saw the Golems.
This is icy, icy cold water, and it's actually, you think back to when you were in the well before, and there was no you would not have passed comment on the temperature of the water last time you were in
Right,
there.
so someone has cooled the water. Or something has cooled the water.
Or maybe it's been there for a while. And,
It's winter
and got
now as
colder.
well.
Oh, that's very true, actually.
So maybe the water is real, isn't it? We could drown in it, so maybe the water's coming off the mountain in some way. Who knows? So do I find the Golems?
Yes, they pick themselves up and they're sploshing through the water.
So yeah, they
towards
seem to head straight back to Sot Rue. We're not sure if they've managed to link to him telepathically. So I'll keep a hand on one of their back and follow them up so I don't bump into a wall accidentally.
You see one of them sort of...
I don't see, it's dark.
I apologise, yes, you don't. You hear some splooshing.
Oh, someone's floofing down here.
Sploosh.
Do we get to where Sot Rue is?
You do.
Hey, Sot Rue.
There's nothing stopping you other than the fact you're treading water now.
Yeah, but I just don't want to bump into a wall because I'm in the dark.
Oh, right, no.
Hello, Sot Rue.
Hello, Gorrus.
Where's Farven?
I thought he was with you.
No, he's not down there. He disappeared.
Farven.
I knock on the door.
Darkwing.
Now, that's an interesting one. So you knock on the door,
Yeah,
okay? You
we don't hear anything.
No.
Right. So we wait to see if he comes back.
We can wait a while.
Yeah, then we might have to try opening this door again. We'll do it very carefully, just a sliver to see if water's still there, or if something's changed the other side. You know how sometimes it's just different.
What if Farven's gone out the other door?
Oh, we'd be in an awful lot of trouble. Let's wait here and see if he comes back first.
Good idea. Why don't we rest?
Good plan.
I mean, because, yeah.
I wallow.
What, just on your back in the water, or?
My front in the water.
Sot Rue, starts massaging his moss in the water to clean himself.
Oh yeah, we're both in a very good position here.
We're both quite happy, I think, to be in clean water.
You can still hear some splooshing going on further down the corridors, and you can hear the sound of snuffling pigs treading water.
Is it too deep for them to walk?
Stand, yes.
Okay.
Because it's up to your sort of shoulder area, it's up to Sot Rue's waist.
Okay, so I swim out to them, I sort of gather them up in my arms,
Okay.
and I bring them back, and then I'll sort of, how can we help these guys out?
You
put them
could
on
always
the column.
place them on B and Boo.
I put them on B and Boo.
Okay.
B and Boo in the
B and Boo
water.
will be quite receptive to that now.
No, B and Boo are splooshing around in the water.
Like playing.
You can't really see, it's dark.
Okay. Is Bo just holding the door shut?
Yes.
Okay, well, is he very still?
Yes.
As this bouncer picks on him then in the dark.
You hear grunting. Farven.
So, looks like I am the only one that passed the challenge. Again, Farven, you surpass your peers. Suppose I should help them out and bring them through. I'm going to get down off the grate that I've perched myself upon.
Yep, you're hanging, yep.
Splosh into the water.
Sploosh.
And I'll walk over.
But it's more manly than that, sorry. But not much more manly, only a little bit.
Not that much more with it. And I go to open the door that I came through.
Okay. You're going to have to put your game hat on here.
Okay.
You hear a knocking, but you go to open the door, and it appears to be being held shut. You can't.
Is it giving
as
a
in,
tool?
You.
Is it, can I feel the door handle going? So it's not like it's locked and the door handle won't even go. The door handle goes all the way down. When I push it, does it open? Ooh,
Punch the mic.
does it open? Even to move at all, or can I feel there's a bolt?
It does. It
shutting
moves a little bit,
Okay.
tiny bit.
Okay, I'll open it, push it so it opens a tiny bit, and I'll go.
Like the tiniest. Like you're pushing. It's like you're pushing against a 6'5" golem that's really pushing hard against the wall.
Well, I wonder what's the other side of this door then.
You might,
Who knows?
I'll say,
you might need to roll for that because you're not very strong.
"Hello, Team Mountain."
That's why I said it's moving the tiniest amount.
Yeah, I'm not going
Barely,
to try.
I
I'm not
think.
going to exert myself to open it. Mm-hmm. That's what Father goes. Well, I'm not exerting myself. They're going to come to me. And I say through the crack, "Hello, Team Mountain. All safe this side."
And back to you guys.
Do
you
we
can,
hear that?
Yeah.
You don't hear the words, but you can hear the sort of sound that you would approximate to be a voice. The other side.
I go, knock, knock, knock on the door.
Farven, you hear a very faint knock, knock, knock.
And I knock back.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Farven's the other side. He's knocking back.
How do you know it's not a monster?
I don't think monsters would knock on the door. I think they would just smash the door.
It could be a clever monster.
Could be Farven is kind of a clever monster.
No, he's just a monster.
Very hard.
What colour are your eyes when you say that?
They are, and the DM's going to love this.
Oh, am I?
They are brown, which is mischievous.
The colour of poo.
What's really annoying is for Gorrus, in the dark, I can see his flight going on, and I can see his eyes, which are normally like purple or green, suddenly go brown, and I'm like, uh-oh.
But he says...
Brown time.
Is this the first time he's doing a brown? Are we going to get full of pebbles?
That's to be a small avalanche.
Yeah, this is going to be a bad moment. It's brown time. I brace myself. No brown, okay. I don't know what brown means.
So that's mysterious.
Mischievous.
Purple and yellow makes brown, basically. Or a lot of colour.
I don't think his eyes work just on a colour spectrum basis. Otherwise, there's loads of...
Oh, it's
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works,
Yeah.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
That's not how it works, man.
Yeah, man.
Man. Come on, man. Come on, square.
Yeah.
I don't know why we started talking to you like you're a dean of a university and we're hip students. We are hip students. The dean of the university. The dean's a square man.
Yeah,
Just let kids be. brown eyes.
Bop it, man.
Bop it. Twist it.
Bee boo bow.
Bash
Do you
it.
remember when Farven would do that?
Swoosh.
Do you remember when Farven would do that thing where he would blink out of existence because he was scared and pop up somewhere else?
Yeah, the thing he always does.
I think he might have done that and gone in the room to be safe.
Okay, let's try then opening the door.
Just a little crack so we can hold it. Is Bo holding it as well?
I'll have my arm cocked and ready to attack if need be.
Okay, and me and Bo will hold the door in case the water pushes it back strongly.
Good idea.
Okay.
Okay, so you crack it, and the water level in the well type area appears to be about a foot, maybe a foot and a half, 2 foot higher. It doesn't come in through with as much force as before because they're quite normalised now.
As it cracks, I shout Farven.
Tarquin!
Oh yeah, it's definitely him.
Is that like Margot Polo?
Yeah.
Farven, Tarquin.
How high's the water in your side, Farven?
About up to my eyeballs.
So if we open the door, will it sort of level out?
Yeah, yes, go for it. It's all safe and boring in here.
Okay, let the door swing open.
Okay.
Of course, I ran ahead to try and fight the monsters,
Thank
but there are none in here.
That's very
I
brave of
guess
you.
you'll have to fight yourself then.
Why are his eyes brown?
Oh, I thought he was having a brown moment, but is brown when you make jokes, Sot Rue? What does brown eyes mean? I've not seen your eyes brown before.
I didn't realise my eyes were brown.
Are you? Is this the first time you've told a joke, Sot Rue?
The second time.
Oh, I think brown eyes might be when you're a cheeky boy.
It would seem that way, Gorrus.
First time.
Well, he told the joke twice.
Oh right. Okay.
You can tell it's your first time, quite frankly. Quite frankly, it's your first
lovely.
time.
I like your cheeky joke. And I turn around to look at the other golems and see what colour their eyes are.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Are they being cheeky as well?
They sort of tickling each other.
Well, two of them have been splashing. I don't know what they've been up to.
So theirs are, I think that'd be mix of green or green purple, which is
Happy confused.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, hang on. You can't. So it's still. Oh, sorry.
No, you open the door now.
You've opened the door. There is a little bit of light. You see, because that's terrible on my part. They are splooshing around in the water further down the path.
Oh,
What do you mean
they
by
haven't.
splooshing, like playing?
You just see them. They're like moving their.
Are they
their
still looking
hands
for the shield?
in the water and stuff like that.
No, Bo's with us.
No, he's
Yeah.
got. He's
He's
got,
his
the
shield
back.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So Bao is with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And B and Boo.
B and Boo are still.
Yep.
Okay, well, Sot Rue would go to check on them then, because that's a bit odd.
Okay. Yep.
He would find
As
that
you
odd.
come over, they point at you, and then point in the water.
Well, they've got bare hands.
Bare hands blood.
They got. Yeah. They've
Double
got,
fist towards you.
they notion their hand towards you,
Okay.
up and down,
Yeah.
and then to the water. Then to
Okay.
you, up and down, and then to the water.
Okay. Well, I go over to investigate then.
Yep. There's detritus. There's stuff. You see one of them because they don't have malleable hands. You can see floating in front of them are a few pieces of the moss from either from you, from them, from who
Okay.
knows. And you look at them, and a lot of that moss that was on them has gone.
Oh, okay. What colour are their eyes? Because I can see their flashing eyes, right? Even though it's dark.
You are concerned.
Sorry, don't have that. Do you want to try again?
It's blue.
You can't choose my eyes. I'll accept that.
Yes. Yes.
So blue for concerned.
It had been too long
So,
before one of the
hang
primary
on.
colours hadn't been picked.
So, blue and yellow, which is sad and concerned, makes green, which is happy. Classic. There you go. How does that make your brain feel, Ian?
I'm rationalising it by saying that it's swirling.
Right.
Okay, so Sot Rue's going to assume that maybe they're a bit sad about losing their moss. So the same way he tucked some into Bao's He's going to rip a bit off, like extra growth, in 2 places, and try to do this like a similar thing. Try to find a point where he can kind of shove it in.
There's similar builds. You find a similar bit around their navel area. That's not their navel.
No, that's their Adam's apple.
that's much
That's
further
Adam's
down.
apple. That's what I meant. Clavicle. That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
How do they respond?
Green eyes.
Okay, wonderful. And then I make a move to go back. Do they follow?
They do.
Okay, wonderful. So yeah, just go back to the others.
Okay. Yes. You are all back together.
Wonderful. Should we shut the door? Now we're back in the well, where we're almost where it all began.
Yeah, I guess so. But my fear is that the room starts to fill with water again.
That is a possibility, but couldn't we just...
How did we solve this room again?
I drank all the water.
Which he can't do anymore, because we made him spew out lots of water.
Why don't you rest, Gorrus, before we move into the next room and shut the
love
door?
resting in here,
I
won't
would
he?
love resting here, but I think you would struggle to rest in icy cold water. Farven particularly.
I don't have to be in the water, it's fine.
Where can you be?
Well, I'll be up in the air.
Oh, you can blink up there?
No, I won't use a blink, of course.
What will you do then?
Well, I'll do a bit of this. And I make a web between the grating that I climbed up on the side of the wall and then the grating above.
So you're making a hammock?
A big hammock. A hammock. I just climb up into it.
Farven?
Yes.
Can you keep the pigs up there? 'Cause
Oh
they're
yes.
drowning.
Yes.
I pass the pigs up.
Yes. Here you go, Raptor. Don't get too close. I'm not like Gorrus. I'm not a cozy type.
And this is Sergeant Petunia.
Oh, she's coming up as well, is she?
Yes. Yes, she is.
So I've made a 20-foot layer of webbing
Nice.
up between those 2 bits, and it's quite sticky. So they might not be able to roll around very
Oh.
much.
Like that. More interesting than I thought.
So it's your intention to not shut the door and to camp out
Yeah, in
there?
case I think that's fair. Maybe it will trigger the trap again. Better safe than sorry.
Okay. Can I have the player's handbook?
Yes.
I might be able to save us some time. I've just thought about something I haven't used at all, really. So, give me 10 seconds.
How you feeling, Gorrus?
Well, DM, would I be well rested if I just hung out in this ice cold water?
I'm going to say no, because although you are a water animal, an aquatic animal,
I'm amphibian.
an amphibian, this is extremely cold.
Bless you.
Very, very cold in here. And to be honest, yeah, I mean, even Farven, I mean, you're soaking wet, really. The pigs are looking bad. You think that if you stayed in here, and even really if you just waited the 8 hours, unless you warmed up somehow, you're going to be going down with either some sort of illness or exhaustion.
Farven, is there enough room that I can sleep in your net?
Oh, for sure. It's 20 foot. 20 foot squared.
I'll... can I stand on your shoulder, Sot Rue?
No problem, Gorrus.
Thought that was going to be a no for a second.
I clamber up and I then jump 15 feet off his shoulders.
Yeah, you are.
In
You
the
are up
net.
there in the net. Yes.
I curl up with Ramto and Sergeant Petunia, sort of either side of me, and we penguin it to try and huddle together for some warmth.
Penguin it. Yeah.
Huddle.
You make that. Is there any way that you guys are going to try and warm yourselves up and dry yourselves, or are you just going to be hanging out in your wet clothes?
It's difficult. I don't know quite how. The web is incredibly flammable.
Yeah.
So we're definitely not having a
I
campsite.
can do
on it.
radiant light attacks on us, but they won't burn it, but I don't think it heats us up in any way.
Just be light, won't it?
Just a beam of light that's like, it's like God's light, Cord's light, so I'm not sure it helps in any way.
Okay, well in that case, you can spend the 8 hours here you need to rest up, but there will be no regain of hit points from this, and you can... How many spell slots would it be that you're regaining from a short rest?
I don't know, I can't remember how many I get from a short rest. I know how many I get from a long rest.
Okay. Well, let's just say you would have an... Are you looking just to bank... Are you looking to get your full repertoire, are you back?
I mean, I'm just, yeah. I don't know. Like, normally we rest and we get spells back. I hadn't really thought about it that much.
Well, I'm just going to say you won't be able to. You think that staying in here for 8 hours in this cold weather, when you are soaking wet with no way to warm yourself up, would lead to you being.
No, only wizards, druids, and warlocks recover spells on the Sot Rue, apparently, according to a source I found.
You don't think it's feasible to stay in here for 8 hours and not either come down with some sort of illness or exhaustion or whatever?
Oh, so I just have to get exhausted then.
You can't properly. Yeah.
Well, is there a way we can... so there's been extra damage in this room. I don't know if you noticed, but we made a few chinks around here. A few little gashes in the walls.
Well, you could do.
But there are several more. Look, someone's been through here since we've been in.
How high are these marks on the wall?
About the same.
Like, could Sot Rue reach them?
Do you think
With
with
a bit of assistance,
4 golems we could make a bit more of a dent in this one?
Yeah.
Also, we could attack it before we close the door, so that all the water runs out before we start the game.
That's a good plan, Sot Rue. So if the 4 of you altered at one part of the wall and just like bouncing it, surely you'd make a hole in no time.
I'll tell you what. Roll me an insight, all of you.
Who's doing it? All of us. Good. I like it.
12.
10.
12 plus 2, 14. That's a 19 if it's the one on the left.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
Sot Rue, you
19.
remember the first time you were in here, the cycle of thing was that the room was empty and dry. There were bodies on the floor, they were a bit sodden wet. You walked in, you shut the door, the water filled up the entire room to the top for a period of time and then drained completely out. Then the other door unlocked.
Do I remember where exactly it drained from?
There's a hole in the middle of the floor.
Oh, okay. Was this the hole that I attempted to open up in the first time?
Yes, I think it was.
But I didn't have much success.
Yes, weirdly you found some sort of magical resistance there. Thinking back and looking at the damage around here, it looks like you probably were doing damage, but that for whatever reason, the magic holding it was stronger.
Maybe the magic isn't as strong anymore.
Yeah,
either.
so start smashing the floor again?
So Sot Rue...
But you also think that, at the moment, you think you might be mid-cycle. And that half the water is now in a different room.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think safety first is to smash a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Sot Rue's
Have fun with it.
Yeah, Sot Rue's going to do what he does best. He's going to try and smash that hole open more.
And with that, 3 golems start punching the floor repeatedly. So that sort of...
Because the shield guy...
He could be
got
slamming
one
his...
hand.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Yeah.
I
He's
like that they don't need to breathe, so they can like be on hands and knees just punching under the water.
Yeah, notionally doing it. He, in fact, I tell you what. No. So you see him unclip his shield, put it down, and offer his vacant wrist towards you. This is bow. He's standing there with his vacant fist towards you.
What do I think he's trying
While the
to
other
say?
two are punching the floor repeatedly.
What do I think he's trying to say to me?
You tell me. So the other two are punching the floor repeatedly. You have been. You're looking up, and he's standing there with his fist out in front of you. Well, with no fist, the empty socket.
I think hand.
Oh right. Does he have a hand, or he just has like a clip on for the shield or something?
He's got the clip. His hand is attached to the shield, which he's now unclipped, and he's standing there with an empty fist.
I attach a hand.
The hand. So which ones have you got at the moment? You've got the ball.
I've got
fist.
both, I think.
So which do you attach to him?
Whichever hand it is, it's the left or the right.
It's the left one, yeah. But what do you attach?
No,
He's
an
actually-
actual
Yeah,
hand.
he wants a hand.
He wants an actual hand. Okay,
yeah.
yep. So you attach an actual hand to him, so he now has 2 hands, and he stands there punching the floor along with the other 2, and the 4 of you are punching. You do some significant damage to this thing. You're doing it underwater, so your punches are reduced in power, but there are significant holes in this floor area.
Okay.
What were you hoping to achieve by smashing the floor up?
We were going to keep trying to smash it up until we see that the water starts draining away on its own without any help. And then hopefully if we can get that to work, then we would close the door because we know it will drain. When it does start pouring in. As an assumption.
Okay, yep. It appears to be open at the moment. Well, no, not sorry, open. You remember back to when you looked at it, it's a grate, so water's going to be able to go through it anyway.
But we're trying to open it up so more of it goes, so that it wouldn't fill up. It would actually just pour straight through.
Because if it's open, why
Like
is this
you-
water not pouring through?
Yeah.
Well, it's an equilibrium, isn't it? Obviously, someone didn't do their studies into water physics.
If it's an equilibrium, that's interesting.
It's got nowhere to be flushed out into. Is a problem.
So you're talking about it's blocked at some other
Somewhere
point.
down there is blocked, and there's a system in the mechanism here
Well, now
somewhere.
we've got the net.
But maybe
we
we, by
can stay
punching
out of the
through, we
water,
might find
really.
another
Yeah.
funnel for
And
it
they
to
can
drain.
just stay under the water.
Well, that's the thing. We've sucked out half of the water.
So till you just close
the other
it,
room,
and
yeah.
then you just cycle round with it.
Yeah, because it can't drown us. There's only half the water.
Well, let's just
Well,
try
you're
it.
assuming that's the case. You
I
don't
can't-
know that.
well-
Because it could be time dependent.
But the
It could
four
be
of
you
you-
close the door, it releases water for a period of time. It's not that you've got a set amount of water and then it goes in and then guess what, you got half. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to recycle that game, would it?
Well, it will. If it just
No, it wouldn't.
sucks the water back and then uses that to place the water.
So you're
back in.
assuming that it's going back into that reserve
Yeah.
then
But
afterwards.
we don't. Yeah, we don't know that for a
Yeah.
fact. There's a chance it is, but you four don't need to breathe, and we can win the game just by standing on the net we've made
Yeah.
at the top and just putting our heads through the top.
Oh, so actually, yeah, we could just.
so we
close
could just
the
win
door.
the game again rather than waiting 8 hours.
Okay.
Let's just win the game
Do
again.
you- yeah, if you guys say something.
Yeah,
then,
well,
'cause
we're up
already-
the top of the yeah. Sot Rue, do you appear out of the water? Like a
Yes,
hippo.
Gorrus.
The mossy hippo.
And then immediately after, 3 heads also pop out.
Look at your hippos. I don't know what a hippo is. We think, me and Farven are talking, maybe that the game has just needs to be reset. You guys don't need to breathe, do you?
No.
So if you close the door, we can all just hold onto the bars up here and stand on this net. I can hold the pigs up. And then I don't need to breathe underwater either. I can just hold the pigs up standing on net. And then we can just let the game reset like last time.
Good thinking, Gorrus. I'll close the door.
I go to close the door.
You close the door. The water drains, appears to restart draining out as soon as you close that door, and you are eventually standing in the empty well area that is sodden all around. You stand there, and after a time, you hear a click.
Okay. Sot Rue, try and open the other door.
Sot Rue moves towards the other door to open.
And it opens.
Oh, easy peasy.
And what do I see?
You see... In fact, Gorrus, would you be on standby, or what would you be doing?
For standby for holding
No, for jumping through to the next area.
the... No, that is not happening ever again.
Should we throw him through?
Yes.
I stood on a net!
Shall we throw him through?
How rude.
You see a desert-type area.
Oh, fuck. That's
Oh,
my worst
bloody
nightmare.
woodworm.
Well-born. I hate the desert.
From heaven to hell, Gorrus.
This is a... So when you were in there before, it was wide, expansive desert in all directions. This is... It's different. It is still desert, but there are... In this one, there are clumps of greenery, small bushes, but still... not bushes, like cacti type things. But it's... it is a different area. You see... So you're looking through Sot Rue?
Yeah.
Farven, are you looking as well, or is it just...
Yes, I'm down.
I'm jumping down to have a look and looking very sad.
Well, I mean, a wet frog in the desert is now going to be... I mean, imagine where all the sand will go.
Really. Well, that's one of the issues. Just sand is
The
my
chafing.
worst nightmare.
The chafing.
Oh, I do hate chafing.
You look through and you see a character that you recognise to be Wellborn scrabbling around on the floor.
Hello, Wellborn.
And with that, immediately, his head flicks round and he looks directly to you and he says, "What? How are you in here now? What? How has this happened? What? No, go.
Sot Rue takes a step into the desert and starts walking
No.
towards Wellborn.
No. I don't know how this has happened. This shouldn't have happened. I'm not ready yet. Go
keeps
back
going.
through.
He doesn't listen.
Go back through.
He's excited to see his friend.
Give him a hug, Sot
No,
Rue.
it's not. No, you can't be looking. No,
He's
it's
been
not
given
done.
incentive. He starts running towards Wellborn.
With his 3 friends. Because he's behind Bo.
So Wellborn's looking and he sees 3 armored golem. 4.
4.
Well, yeah, he sees sort of Sot Rue,
Three metal golems and a
three metal
stone
golems
golem
and
in
a
the
stone
middle.
golem running towards him, and he just starts running the other way. He's like, "No, I don't know what's happened!" Ah! And he's running up towards the other door.
Is he faster than me?
No.
Like judging? No.
He's not faster than me!
As you go speediest retreat.
Yes!
Yep.
90 feet, like that! 8 seconds, 90 feet!
And do you want to be in front of him?
Yeah,
or-
yes, I'll go in front of him. I'll match his speed. I'll be going, Wellborn, you remember when we offered our services as being interns at your prestigious company? Well, maybe you should reflect on that offer. Maybe you should have taken us up on it. Seems like things have gone up Poop Creek.
And he looks around and he
comes riding on 2 pigs, trying to balance on them. Steady, steady.
really slowly
Yeah.
dropping forward on the sand.
Yeah.
Animal speak on.
I don't want to hear them complaining.
Oh, please, I wish you had them collared on reins. That would be a bit like pig slippers.
Well, they got capes on. So
Yeah, they've got their capes. I'm holding the capes. Stepped on each one like their roller skates.
Brilliant. Yes, exactly that. He sort of stops and he sees that you, Farven, on one side and the other golems are the other. Sot Rue, would you be stopping when you get to him?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Okay. You stop and Bao takes a stand, shield up in front of you, and Wellborn says, well, we meet again, students. This is not supposed to happen. Things have been a little bit fraught over here recently. You know, I don't usually busy myself with setting up the rooms and resetting them and such like, but shortages of staff and whatnot.
Yeah, interns sounds like what you need.
Dire
Interns.
times,
Cheap
and
labour.
all.
Cheap
Yes,
expertise
yes,
labour.
Yes. Well, if you could do me a very good favour, my friends, and if you could just go back into the antechamber, and I will finish up here, and then I will.
Anti-chambers don't exist anymore.
Yes, they've gone now.
Oh dear.
We had one with a pear and it broke it.
And a letter.
And we left the family in one.
Yes.
I think they might be hungry.
They might die of that, to be fair.
You should
It
feed
really
them.
is going all wrong then. The system is breaking down.
And what happens when the system breaks down, Wellborn? What happens then?
And you see him sort of just slump down into a seat on the floor, and then you notice he does a little bit of magic, and there is a seat next to him. He crawls over to the seat and pulls himself up onto it, sitting down, and he just puts his head in his hands and he goes, "Oh, we knew this day would come. We knew this day would come." Boys, friends, students,
Boyfriend.
potentially
Boyfriend students.
interns,
Yes?
gather round. How do you feel about taking up that post,
I could... Well...
the intern post?
Well, I feel like your negotiations have kind of fallen out of whack now, haven't they?
We're the ones riding pigs through your desert.
Watch out! Look, the cape's slipping, Gorrus!
No.
So,
Have you seen Raven?
oh, her and the witch are off. Una are off somewhere else.
Sorry?
No, yes, what he says.
Una's somewhere else.
Yeah.
She does exist
Sot
at
Rue-
all
Sot-
times.
Sot Rue- Sot Rue's eyes flash red and he starts scanning the area. Hunting.
Is she in a different room?
He looks at you, looking around. He says, "You can go look for her if you want." my
Is
friend."
she in this area, the desert zone?
Well, with you here, I don't know. I don't think so, though. Nobody was supposed to be here. This was supposed to be a closed set. So, Rock Monster. No, he would say Golem. I apologise. Golem, if you wish to go look for her, go
Sot
look for
Rue,
her.
he would-
Otherwise,
He would say Sot Rue, and he would say it with respect in his voice.
no, he would say Golem.
Sot Rue, announce your name to this man so he shows you proper respect.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm still huffing and puffing and searching.
For now, you can call him Golem, but we'll do that bit later. All right, what are we saying,
I'll calm down in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, he'll be done in a couple of minutes. You can talk to us. We're like his agents.
But careful, because he has got a little bit more murdery since you last met him.
Yes.
He likes to be called morally righteous.
Yeah, morally
What Sot Rue
right.
does. Yeah. I think. Well, yeah. Anyway, so Wellborn is there. He looks stressed. He looks bedraggled. He looks older. He looks. So you mentioned earlier when you said, "Oh, has Farven's beard got longer, etc., etc." Farven had not changed. You are seeing Wellborn, and you are looking at a man that was already old, but is now considerably older. He is more greyed. He is more lined on his face. He is stressed. There are dark circles under his eyes. He is a man that does not look confident. He does not look well, really. He looks drained.
Do we think this would look like natural, like in terms of if as an elf he was old or that age, that is how he would look, or does it look possibly like maybe it's some kind of like a magical drain or something through overexertion or something
Stress.
like that? Yeah.
All of the above.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Literally all of the above. So he looks like everything has become on top. He says, "I remember when we met some years ago, I perhaps was a bit..."
Go back a second.
Sorry, did he just
you.
say years ago?
Okay, we have a slight issue here, Wellborn. We didn't realise we've been in here for years.
Oh, I apologise, my friends. I'm not entirely sure how long you have been in here, but for me, it has been many years since we last met.
I feel like you should know how long we've been here. You're supposed to be watching us.
If you let me explain perhaps a little bit, perhaps the situation may become more apparent to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
It will, if that car outside stops beeping.
Yes. We should stop having cars in the desert.
So,
Just to mention, Sot Rue has huffed his way back and calmed down now.
Oh, okay.
He's listening.
He says, right, I think last time we met it was in a desert type area, and you were on the top of the door over there.
Yeah, I don't like sand.
Yes, well, sorry about that, but, needs must. Anyway,
Could you make him a little green platform to stand on?
Last time you did this amazing thing with a bottle of wine.
You see him flick his hands in a, what you would recognise, Farven, to be a... he's done quite an advanced cantrip with his hand, but it's like it's second nature to him. Yeah. This guy is like, boom. And there is a small circle of grass just appeared.
I bounce onto it.
And the pigs come next to you.
Yep,
and
absolutely fine.
Thank you, Wellborn.
Long rest.
He takes a handful of sand and he says, remember this, and he throws the sand up, and you see the sand fall and then sort of stop in midair and start to move slowly downwards. And you think back to the last time you met Wellborn in that sandy place. He had a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
He turned it upside down and he poured the wine, and it sort of hung in the air, and he said he was airing the wine. He wanted,
He was trying to be funny.
Well, then he was airing the wine.
Well, no, he was,
Or
but
maybe
also
it was
he would
just
know. You'd know
improvement.
that red wine needs the air, and
Yeah.
that was perhaps his way of just being flash about it, being conceited, being whatever. And he said, "Right,
Being fucking cool.
well, perhaps, yeah, if that's attracted to you, yes." So he flicks that up, and he says, "Right, remember this," and he looks for a response.
Well,
Yes.
I thought it was a magic trick with wine last time, but yeah, this makes more sense.
I get the conceptual mechanics of it. Yes, I do remember. Yes.
Well, remember we had this conversation. I am a professor from the university, or was many years ago, and I specialised in time and dilation. Time dilation. We came together. You are aware you are on the outskirts of the tomb of Torfidus. Mm. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's not a tomb. It is a jail. Torfidus was never beaten. he was never killed. He was brought here for a final showdown under some false pretense that now that it's so many years ago, the reason almost escapes me. We came to combat. Us, the High Council of Mages, brought from all across Helen's Scar to come here to finally defeat him. But we failed. In our last-ditch efforts to destroy him and his coven of dragon cultists and mages, we were pursued by him deeper into the mountain, and here on the throne, one of the old thrones of the dwarves, we fought with him, and we had to enact what was at that time our plan of last resort. The mages of us, the 20 of us who were here, what we have done is as you see. And again, he throws some more sand up, and sand goes up, and it goes down, and it hangs in this sphere in front of you. It's sort of, you see the sand, some of it falls down the sides, and you can see like a dome of sand across the top of this sort of like sphere in front of him, the sand slowly moving down. We captured him, and we held him here. But there was a cost to doing this. And he now points at the sand, and he takes a grain, and a single grain, and he moves to a different area, and he holds it, and he's watch this. When I say grain, I mean like pebble, like small like thing. And he goes, watch it very carefully, and he drops it, and it moves down, and then it stops. Roll me a perception, the three of you.
I wasn't watching.
I was 21.
21.
I got a natural 20.
Oh.
Sorry, what were we looking at again?
And he does it again. And Sot Rue, you notice that when he drops the pebble, it goes down at what you would... I mean, how you know, I don't know. How you know, it goes down at... in fact, you're really attuned to rock, so you would know this. It falls at the speed that a rock would normally fall at.
I would know that,
And
yeah.
then it falls quicker. A lot quicker. And then it slows, and it moves a lot slower. And you're watching it, and it moves a lot slower. And then suddenly it shoots out and moves a lot quicker as it hits the ground and the sand in front of you. And he says, "What do you see, my students? What do you learn?"
Oh, I've just realised! Term started, we're going to fail this year. It's already started, it's winter, isn't it?
Oh, shit.
We failed this assignment, and we failed this year now.
Oh, I had to get some marks. Oh, I've been kicked out.
You got to improve your marks. Sorry, Wellborn, what were you saying? Sorry, we just realised.
You can live in the basement with me.
I think we're going to have to.
Are there any cleaner jobs?
So,
Yes.
Wellborn,
So
you're saying time has been shattered. It's going left, it's going right, it's going up, it's going down, it's moving everywhere.
So Sot Rue, you would realise with your natural 20 that what he's talking
Yeah,
about is
Farven
that
did.
everything has... That where he has slowed... So when you first saw this trick, you just saw the wine being slowed. What you didn't notice was that the wine sped up before it slowed. And that what you realise, Sot Rue, is that there appears to be a balance. Where it has slowed, there has been a counter-reaction, and it has sped up elsewhere.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how Sot Rue would voice this. It's rather awkward that you got the 20.
Yeah.
Would you keep it to yourself, or would you...
So my 21 doesn't...
Actually, to be fair, I don't think
Well, so we actually know, yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
Sot Rue would think to mention that.
Gorrus,
But then possibly...
You would understand the same. I think I forgot about your 21.
Did you see, like, it goes quicker and then slower, then quicker? There was as much time as it was quick as it was slow almost. I think it has to, for him to do things quickly, somewhere else he has to do things very slowly to balance it all out.
That's
Exactly my... Sorry, go on.
I think that's exactly right, Gorrus.
Is that what you mean, Wellborn? I'm sure Farven had worked that out already. Sorry, Farven, it takes us a while to catch up.
I'm just trying to work out if the credit I have can hold me over for the year, the term that we've missed. I actually think I'll be fine. Gorrus, you're going to be out.
I think if you defeat another owlbear, you'll be fine, Farven.
What colour's your eyes right now, Sot Rue?
Maybe you could teach yoga.
Guess my eyes.
Brown.
No, actually green. He was genuine about this.
Yes, you of course would do well. But if we bring back evidence of this could be our dissertation.
I hate to interrupt you. Your dissertation means nothing. If this facility, and essentially it has become that, breaks down, all is lost. We lost the war. People thought we won. We did not win.
So is Torfidus still imprisoned?
So, as I've just demonstrated and your fellow student has explained,
Hello.
every action has a reaction. We have reduced down and accentuated the time dilation at the very centre of this what was once dwarven kingdom, around the area where we had our last stand against Torfidus. Time there was, hopefully still is, moving exceptionally slowly in comparison to the real outside Helen's Scar. As consequence, the area outside is moving quicker.
The area outside of where? The mountain?
The area outside of that sphere around him, the room in which he is,
Yes.
it's moving quicker.
So are we getting closer to it?
So the rooms that were faster are the ones that are closer to him, maybe.
And we've noticed the antechambers speeding up, is that when we get closer?
So that, yes, that is a side effect of this, but also there has been something has happened. There has been a breakdown. There was a tremor, and
Oh, I felt that.
you did?
Yeah, I thought it was a ghost.
Ah. You see this impressed face just go, ah. And he says, momentarily, the balance flipped. Time moved quickly inside and moved slowly outside. And it has gone back, but there was a blip. I don't know what's happened, but something has flipped it. Inside, in that centre cavern, the area where the time is moving the slowest, there are mages maintaining this field, this sphere around, to prevent him getting out. The rooms that you see here, we knew that people would come looking for the last resting place of Torfidus. Both people looking to side with him and against him. We have funneled people for many years, people who have come looking in this area, through this, as we say, facility. Us, the Watchers, of which I am the only one left now. We have observed people coming through and sought to obstruct them, to prevent them getting to the core of this facility. We hoped it would last for many more years. But it appears that for whatever reason, something has happened inside that has caused it to break down.
So how are we going to fix it?
And why should we trust you?
Well, I tell you what. I can manipulate the places where we are. Would you like to see a vista of the area inside as I last left it?
Like to see Torfidus. I mean, that might prove
Why
it.
be subtle at this point?
I mean,
Taurus, Gorrus!
yeah. I mean, because otherwise, are you just a man trying to protect his treasure by saying anything?
Yes, okay, show us the vista. Show us the window to the vista.
So
Windows vista.
I thought you were going to do that, but you did do it.
well,
And maybe we need to level up there so we look like
I was just about to do the XP
joke.
Oh dear.
8. No one you.
Are you hungry? No, I already ate. So he says, I will show it to you as I last saw it. And you see he moves his hands and almost like a giant panoramic view. If you were like at a drive-in movie cinema, pans out in front of you. And you see the viewpoint is of somebody looking back through a door into a voluminous dwarven cabin. We are talking like heart of the kingdom, main working area.
So it's architected, it's like brick,
Yes.
stone, it's not just like an actual natural cabin.
No. Well, it's probably a.
It could be, but it's okay.
but this is big. We're talking big, and in the centre there is you see the frozen image. It's not a moving image. It's a frozen image of a mage standing there, far out in the distance, in combat with other mages around him, and there are magical explosions, magical shields come up. This is clearly a high level sort of mage battle. There are phantom bears, all sorts of things, phantom animals around, and there's clearly some sort of massive battle going on there.
How many are there?
People?
Yeah.
In total, you're looking at probably anywhere from 40 to 50.
Farven takes his glasses off.
And you're looking at them, and they all appear to be of some sort of mage. There are some people in armour, but they still appear to be mages.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.